To me, when I look at a gun, I'm looking for a few things. I'm looking for reliability, accuracy, as well as I just like really innovative guns. But what we're going to take a look at is we're going to take a look at the top 5 most reliable guns out there. Now, when I say reliable, what I'm talking about is a gun that if it is the only gun you have and you're kind of going through a scenario where it may have to last you for a decade of really heavy use and heavy battle, this gun at the end of that decade will still be there and it'll be very effective at the end, just like it was the first day. Regardless of how many tens of thousands of rounds you put through it, it'll always be an effective weapon. And that's what, to me, defines the top 5 most reliable guns out there. Number 1, the Browning 1911. It's a single-action semi-auto, magazine-fed, short recoil-operated pistol chambered traditionally in a .45 ACP. The concept originated in the 1890s by John Browning, and it was between 1908 and 1911 that the military trials ultimately led to the adoption of the M1911. It was used throughout World War I, World War II, and throughout the 1980s. Almost every major military power in the 20th century used some sort of a 1911. Today there are so many variants of the 1911 made by so many different manufacturers, but still to this day, being a century old, it is one of the most reliable guns out there. Number 2, the SKS, the Soviet semi-auto carbine chambered in 7.62 by 39. Invented in 1944 by Sergei Simonov, there are over 15 million SKSs produced, mostly Chinese. Put into service in 1945, it had a short life and quickly replaced by the AK-47. Currently, it is still being used by many countries in many conflicts throughout the world. But I have never heard of a malfunctioning SKS. This is a semi-automatic rifle that will sustain the test of time and abuse. I believe it'll by far outdo the AR-15 and the AK-47 if you're putting tens of thousands of rounds to it for over a decade. I don't believe there's a semi-automatic rifle out there that will do what the SKS will do and take the abuse that the SKS will take. Number 3, the Mossberg 590 or the 500 series shotguns. The 500 is a series of pump-action shotguns with a wide variety of models. Introduced in 1960, uses a single large locking lug to secure the breech. There's been over 10 million Mossberg 500 series shotguns produced, and I do not believe you'll find a better shotgun out there that will sustain the test of time and will be an outstanding weapon through tens of thousands of rounds and over a decade of use like the Mossberg 500 series. Number 4, the Glock 17. This polymer-framed, short recoil-operated lock breech semi-automatic pistol was designed and produced by Gaston Glock from 1979 to 1982. It is a modified Browning cam-lock system, and in 1982 it became the Austrian police and military sidearm and quickly became the sidearm of police and military around the world simply because of its incredible accuracy and reliability. And finally, number 5, the Mauser 98. It's a German bolt-action rifle using an internal 5-round magazine, traditionally firing the 7.92 by 57 millimeter. Of the German variants, there was over 10 million produced, including other variants. This may be the most produced rifle ever. Throughout the last century, there were Mausers produced firing most centerfire rifle rounds out there. The United States, Turkey, Serbia, Colombia, Czechoslovakia, almost every country with a military force somehow made a modified Mauser 98 as their military weapon. But not only that, most modern bolt rifles use a system designed after the Mauser 98. So there you go. There's what I believe to be the most reliable guns out there to get you through a good solid decade of just throwing it through hell and back. If there's any guns that I didn't mention, I'm sure there's a bunch of them. Put them in the comments below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. You can also now find us at godfamilyandguns.org and also on Facebook. You can also now be a patron of this channel, and our Patreon link is below. But by far, the most important part of this YouTube channel is we take prayer requests, so never hesitate to send that stuff in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.